She's in intensive care. Carol Paul, the wife of presidential candidate, hopeful Ron Paul, is listed as being in serious but stable condition in a Houston hospital. That according to the Associated Press. Paul spokesman Jesse Benton says, quote, she has had several abdominal surgeries, unquote. Again, that from the Associated Press.
First, I'd like to introduce my wife, Carol.
But Benton, according to the AP, would not disclose specifically why Carol Paul was admitted to the hospital Monday. According to the Victoria Advocate in Texas, Dr. Paul canceled his Monday trip to Victoria to stay with his wife. The Advocate lists a different Ron Paul spokesman, Rachel Mills. I didn't know Rachel was his spokesman, but many of you probably know her as the Ron Paul Junkie on YouTube. She has said that the family wishes to keep it a private affair.
Hey, Ron and Carol, could you close the front of the car?
Perhaps afterwards, I think I should speak in just a few minutes. He's speaking on the car. Perhaps afterwards.
Okay, we'll do it later. Okay, no problem.
Okay, we'll take it later.
Good.
Now, I'm not in a position to give you a lot of inside information you wouldn't get from the mainstream press, but there are a couple of details I can pass on. And the first thing I just want to do is show you some of the video that we shot of Carol Paul when she was in New Hampshire in January of 2008. She's been a big supporter of her husband in his presidential efforts. Has probably sacrificed a lot. Viewers commented quite a bit about this one shot where he opens and closes the door for her, without having some aide do it. He did it himself, even though he was a huge celebrity at the time and still is. It's a little thing, but it says something. Her health was a concern during his other trips, or during his trips to New Hampshire. I remember, I think in August, he had a trip to New Hampshire, which was it was sort of brought into question because she was admitted to the hospital then, I think for heart surgery of some type. She had a pacemaker inserted, according to the Victoria article. She is also known for her cookbooks that she would put out. Well, she's still known for that. Every time Dr. Paul would run for office, she would put out a cookbook featuring the recipes of Paul's family and his supporters. Between them, Dr. Paul and Mrs. Paul have 5 children who have also been pretty active in the campaign, along with some of his grandchildren. Oh, by the way, it was August of 2007 when she was hospitalized during the 2008 presidential campaign, and when he was coming to New Hampshire. The folks over at ronpaulforums.com have suggested a money bomb for her to use as she sees fit. Other options they're tossing around, including a big send of flowers and cards, although there's some confusion as to whether the Paul family would want that, as they do seem to be focusing on privacy. See the video description for this clip for a link to ronpaulforums.com and their discussion of this issue, which is now already 9 pages long after this just being used for the last 15 hours. I'll include some other links to articles about this situation. And my thoughts and prayers go out to Carol Paul, wife of internet sensation and presidential candidate Ron Paul, who's with his wife now at an unknown Houston hospital as she lies in an intensive care unit after abdominal surgery. This is Dave Ridley signing off for RidleyReport.com this August 13th, 2008. Correction, make that August 12th, 2008.